Hey guys, what's going on? I just decided to make a video here. I was down in Chicago yesterday for the Pokemon Go Fest. I wasn't able to actually get in the Pokemon Go Fest because at the time that I was interested in going, all the tickets were sold out, as everyone probably knows. But about this time, maybe this is about 15 minutes trying to get into this raid battle, I noticed that they were spawning outside of the Pokemon Go Fest, and so naturally a large group of people went over there, and this is about 15 minutes of trying to get in to the Lugia raid battle that we saw. I just kind of picked whatever Pokemon they recommended me take, even though it's not the best idea. Usually it was just like every time people kept getting into the raid battle, they kept getting out and getting knocked out of it, so I wasn't going to necessarily pick anything that I really wanted to use. And at this point, not many people around me were even to get this far, so I was one of the fewer people that was able to actually get into the battle. There was just, the problem was the service was so bad because there were thousands and thousands of people, and especially when the Lugia popped up right here at the fountain, you can see a lot of other YouTubers at this point were running over to the fountain, filming because they saw a whole group of people and they saw Lugia spawn. Well, I was lucky to make it there, be at the fountain basically when it spawned. And right here, the catch rate, I didn't realize the catch rate was 100%. I still use a golden. I would have used a pinup berry if I would have known, but I didn't know it was a 100% catch rate at the time. Yeah, so I caught this guy, and you can see when he gets praised, for some reason, I think that's the Valor team leader that pops up. I'm Instinct, as you can see. But, yeah, you can see right here, about 15 minutes after I were to get in the first battle, I found another Lugia. I mean, they were spawning everywhere. Pretty much every gym had one on them, whether it was an Articuno or Lugia. And you can see the Articuno in the background. That, was at a gym, like, right next to this one. And yeah, and we were fighting this one, and I was lucky again to get into this battle. You can see someone's battling with, two people are battling with Articunos already down there. One's Lugia down there, it's showing off. But yeah. So at this point, I was lucky enough to get in the second raid, and I still had a buddy who wasn't even he was here, and he couldn't even get into the game because there's so many people playing that his game crashed and he just couldn't get back in. So we walked further away from the first gym to this gym to grab this one. He still couldn't get in this gym, so I got lucky enough to grab another Lugia right here. But overall, you know, if they said they had 20,000 people that showed up to the actual event, there were definitely way more outside. Like, I had walked by the fences of the event. You know, now you couldn't swipe any Pokestops because you needed a QR code, which I didn't have, and so it was Pokemon Go Fest's way of not letting people who were not directly in the concert or festival get anything that was part of the festival. But I think at this point they released it to the public because there was, you know, nothing else they could do. Too many people in one location. But you can see right here, this is basically me going through and trying to join a bajillion other raid battles, and this is basically what everyone was experiencing the whole time. Just nothing. You would go into a battle, and you can see I'm sitting here for 5 minutes trying to get in this battle. You know, I spent a raid pass, and this is basically, you can see how many times I'm clicking that trying to start. It was basically like this for everyone. It was a mix. Like, look how long you're just waiting to even try to sign in, and it was a lot of this stuff. Like, people around me, I know people around me who couldn't catch any of them. I mean, there were thousands of people, and the service was just bad, and I think that's why they released it to the whole entire public, because I walked by that Pokemon Go Fest, and more than half the people in the festival sitting along the fence, more than half of them weren't even playing it. You can see right here, he was caught in Illinois, but not Chicago. It didn't register there. But yeah, you can see this is how many people were when I first got around to the Lugia in the first place. There were a considerable amount of people, and that's all around the whole fountain. People were trying to get on right here. So this is, you know, people are trying to get in, and there's 1,000 people trying to get into one. And this is all around the whole fountain to get into one thing. But yeah, I just wanted to share my experience of what it was, and thanks for watching.